Following Mao's death, former chairman of the Central Advisory Commission of the Communist Party of China, Deng Xiaoping, assumed presidency. Unlike Mao, Deng did not focus on third world politics. He did not want China to hinge onto the label of the third world because it assumed some sense of poverty and backwardness. Instead, Deng wished for China to operate on a substructure of peace and development. Deng stated that geopolitical relations should be based on economic differences, not ideological. Deng went on to assert that independence from colonial rule is directly associated with economic growth, and this marks the early manifestations of Afro-Asian unity under the auspices of a development agenda. Due to the lack of success at Bandung, China's third world policy materialized around external aid and development assistance during and post the Cold War era. Near the end of the Cold War, African involvement in the international system was increasingly uncertain due to the presence of proxy wars and state divides drawn by the contending superpowers. The continent suffered massive internal and external structural damage. China, still an ally of the Third World, decided to provide financial aid to African states, effectively boosting the African economy through foreign investment. The timing of their aid secured the economic partnership and set the precedent for China's current engagement in Africa and its consequences that followed. The discourse on this partnership exists in twofold. For pessimists, China's involvement in Africa is a form of recolonization, yet optimists view China's operations as a form of leverage Africa has against the North. African policymakers argue that China's deepening involvement in Africa needs to be understood in the context of Africa's need to assert independence, authority, and sustainable development. But this still begs the question of whether or not China's engagements in Africa are purely extractive despite developmental impact.